foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We are just about set to celebrate Christmas with a very fun matchup, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Denver Broncos. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach, he's got his defense firing on all cylinders right now. They're coming off a shutout victory their last time out. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys certainly hoping to celebrate Christmas with a W. And certainly we'd like to wish all of you and yours a very Merry Christmas as we get things started, and we are underway. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos take the field behind their third-year QB, who has really come into his own, leading Denver to the AFC title game last season, Bo Nix.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Here's Nix. And that one too wide and incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes us up to the 47. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
on the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Now Allen.
Bills first down.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Up the middle to Davis. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 35-yard line.
To the air, Allen being chased out left. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. You look at this Bronco defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Throwing now is Allen. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. And again, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Sliding out of the pocket. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
Bills field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. It's hard enough to make all the adjustments after a loss, but, you know, it's even more difficult when you factor in they had a short week coming into this Christmas matchup. But when we talked to them, they didn't talk about that. There wasn't any panic. In fact, they were just excited for the opportunity to get that bad taste out of their mouth and try and bounce back here on the national stage. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
Nix
6.
to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
20. First down, Bills.
Allen going to throw. Buying time to his left. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 15, but it's 3rd down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Allen now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Allen. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Forced out to his left. Touchdown! Josh Palmer, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. The defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more blocks.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
At the 16-yard line.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Scott, and also Merry Christmas to you and the family, my friend. The teams are back on the field, ready to go here for the 2nd half. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Nix. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Nix. And that is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This to the tight end, Ncaa. And he's taken down inside the 30.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Buffalo.
Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And quickly they get to the line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Josh Allen with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Here's Bass now to send it away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing Nix. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. The 3rd quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. Nix going to give to Harvey. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bills have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Here's Bass now to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Looking to put a drive together. To throw, here's Nix. Got a man open, it's Sutton. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He completes this to Sutton. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun is Nix. He's going to let it fly. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that, a total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Bills, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Broncos,
This loss really